Good night, guys. I'm standing for this one because I'm going to be talking to you tonight about sitting. Now, did you know that sitting is considered the equivalent of smoking? It's as dangerous as smoking. And I guess that maybe most of you that will view this might not even smoke, and you wouldn't even consider developing the habit of smoking. Well, if you wouldn't, then listen to sitting. Sitting for too long can have an adverse effect on your body. You can develop cardiovascular diseases, heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, all of that, and then some. So I'm here this afternoon just to encourage you to become a little more active during the days instead of just sitting for long periods. What I know can work, it perhaps does not always work, but it's better than not trying. Set your alarm to go off at 2 hour intervals, and whenever it alarms, you get up and you get a little walk, drink some water, walk around, step outside, perhaps get a little sunshine. And if you're at home, you can walk from one room to the next, do something, and then get back to what you've been doing. But don't sit for too long. You find that sometimes when you're sitting for too long and you get up, your body feels very stiff and you feel lethargic. And sometimes you walk off and your gait is irregular because you've been stiff in one position for a long time. And then it might take you a few seconds to get back your regular gait. That's because the human body was made to move, to be active, not to sit in one place all the time, but to move around. That is how the body is made up. But because of our lifestyle, we tend to be sitting for long periods. So I want to encourage you to try and change that. Get in some movement. So what you can do sometimes is when you get up, you can walk in place for a minute or two, and then you can walk briskly, depending on how your house is made, if you're at home, from one place to the next and back and forth. And if you're at work, get up from your desk, walk to somebody else's desk and say hi to them, find out how they're doing, and then go back to your desk. If you're on the phone, like for instance, you're using your cell phone, you don't have to sit to use your cell phone. You can get up and walk about while you're talking on the phone and pace the floor even, just get moving. You can go to your sink and maybe wash a cup, drink your water and wash the cup and put it to drain. Look into your refrigerator to see what you're going to prepare for lunch, just to be moving, right? I am encouraging you to be healthy. I don't want you to be sitting down all the time, not moving, and develop all sorts of ailments. I find that sometimes when I sit for too long periods, my feet swell. Yes, it's like the blood pooling in one place, and sometimes I get pins and needles, and so I have to move about. So I'm encouraging you, as I said before, to get moving. Now you can do a little exercise, like for instance, if you're at lunch, since you are working at home, for those persons who are working at home, there is somebody on YouTube called Leslie Sansone. You can walk with her for 10 minutes. She has 4 easy moves, 4 easy steps. You walk forward, you walk backwards, you walk sideways, you lift your knees, and you do the kickback. Those 4. And you'd be surprised at how much it helps. And then she has some walks like 5 miles, 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, whichever one you prefer. Like in the mornings when you get up, you can walk with her. And it is effective. And if you find that your body is in pain after you've walked, you just need to stretch. And the next day when you're ready again, you won't be sore, because once you stretch, you will be fine. You won't be sore at all. So that is something that you can do. And you can move about, like I said, outside or inside. And if you have a jump rope, a skipping rope, you can do your thing. Sometimes it's difficult to skip because, believe it or not, sometimes our equilibrium is out of whack, and maybe you start jumping and your foot gets caught in the rope and you can't even do a full minute, believe it or not. So you could try that, and that should help some. What else can you do to keep moving? You can I told you that before, that you can move in the same spot, just like this. Just get up and you march in the same spot and just swing your arms a little bit and do that for a minute or two to get the blood pumping. And that is going to make a difference, you know. It is going to make a difference. It will get the blood pumping, and you're going to feel invigorated and revived and refreshed. And then you go sit at your desk again and continue to work. You might even be smiling at yourself when you realize that you went to move your body and you feel so much better. Because sometimes when you sit at the desk for so long, your neck tends to hurt because you are scrunched over looking at the computer, and your back sometimes hurts and your waist hurts, you know. So these little things can help. And let me tell you what I plan on doing. Starting on the 12th of this month, which is Sunday coming, I'm going to do a 30-day weight loss challenge. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I aim to lose 8 pounds. And I think it's doable because 2 pounds per week is not bad. And for 4 weeks, I should be able to lose 8 pounds. I'm going to ask you to hold me accountable, because in this way, I will stay on track, I believe. So what I plan on doing is improving my water intake. I'm going to do about 80 ounces of water per day. I'll do my fruits and vegetables, like maybe 2 fruits. I love ripe bananas and mangoes, and sometimes I'm told I mustn't have the sweet fruits. But if I'm moving up and down, I don't suppose, you know, it will be bad for me. I hope not. So I aim to have my vegetables and protein, like cabbage, calaloo, pak choy, stringed beans, broccoli, cauliflower, and my protein, and some beans in there as well, like chickpea, broad beans, and black beans. Yes, so I plan to do that. And my protein is going to be mostly fish, and like the beans, because I'm trying to keep out the chicken. I'm not saying that I'm not going to have chicken at all, but right now I'm not planning on having any chicken. And if I can, I will walk on the road. I'm not sure if my walking partner will be able to walk, but you know, on lockdown days I can't go out there. So when I can't go on the road, what I'll do is just jump on the trampoline and also walk with Leslie in the mornings, because her walk is very effective. I used to do it with her, and I know that sometimes, you see, like for instance, when you're at home, whenever your wash day is, let me tell you what I have done, and it has worked. I used to just put down the pan when I go to the line, and I take up a piece of clothing and I hang it, and I keep taking and hanging and taking and hanging. I don't move the pan, and I get to the end of the line and I start with another line, and I get to the end and I start with another. And that one afternoon after I was done and I came inside, and I happened to look at my tracker, and I saw that I had done 8,500 steps. I couldn't believe it. I was almost over the moon, because I'm thinking, really? Just walking back and forth at the line, coming to the machine, going back and stuff like that. I had done all of 8,000. So I tried to get the 10,000 in, because you know the recommended amount is 10,000 steps, but I got 9,700 and something for the day, and that I was satisfied with. And ever since that, I've tried to endeavor to see if I can make the 10,000 steps for when I on my wash day. But other than that, try to get in as much movement as you can. And if you can really do that 10,000 steps, it would really, really be very good for you. So, like I said before, I'm embarking on my 30-day challenge. And if there's anybody out there that wants to join me, then surely you can join me. I'd be delighted. I am going to just put down there in the box below what I'm going to be doing, so that if you feel like doing the same thing, you can do it. And then I'll watch my progress. So on the 10th day, I'm going to weigh and take a picture. And on the 20th day, I'm going to do the same thing. And on the 30th day, I'm going to do the same thing. So when I start on Sunday now, I'm going to take a picture, and I am going to take a full bodied picture so you can see what I look like. And then from there on, every 10 days, I'll show you my progress. Okay, so pray me up, join me, wish me all the best, and let's see if I'm going to lose that 8 pounds that I really want to lose in 30 days. That is not my ultimate goal, but that is where I'm starting, and we'll see what happens. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about, and I really hope that you will try to make little changes, healthy changes, one day at a time. You change something, and when you see that it is helping you, you go on to something else, you add something else to it, like increase your water intake. Like I always like to say, it is very good for your complexion. It flushes out the toxins out of your system, and it just makes you feel so good. So I thank you for watching, and just reminding you to subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment if you will. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Thank you.